Hi, everybody. Welcome again to another player profile. This time, we are privileged and honored to have one of the locomotives of the South Range football team this year in 2021. He is LC, as I know him up in the booth. He's Logan Cormel. Logan, how are you, brother?
Good. How are you, DJ?
I'm doing well. So, first thing I have to ask you, I just interviewed Mike. You guys were so emotional, and I imagine the Raider locker room was emotional. But after the game, teary eyed. I mean, you left it all on the field, and you showed up and showed out. How emotionally charged were you last Friday night against Hubbard?
It was a really big emotion, going into week 10 to your 9-0 teams in 30 years, going at it, battling. It was really emotional because I know because that was going to be my last game that I would play with those, like a last regular season game that I'll play with those guys. And I was so happy that we got that win, and that's going to be a big, like, factor for the playoffs.
Now you are a chip on the shoulder guy if I've ever seen one. I love talking to your dad. I mean, one of my greatest joys last weekend was talking to your dad about you. When you think about how much there was at that game, I mean, you're talking about we get emotions. You're talking about 9-0 perfect season on the line. You're talking about respect. You guys feel like there's been a lack of respect over the course of your tenure in the NE8 because you're the smallest school in the conference, but you're also one of the smaller teams. I mean, physically small, and you showed up and again showed out. For you, was there a lot to prove last Friday night?
Yeah, there's a lot to prove, but like you said, I don't think we get like that much recognition. You know what I mean? But I mean, I feel like it's just like I kind of like being the underrated team because you don't know what you're really gonna get out of it. So I like being like that, but at the same time, I don't think we get enough recognition.
Is it fun being the underdogs at this point in the year? I mean, you guys are looked at, okay, you got the team that starts with a K as the number one team in the region, then you have South Range, and then you have a whole list of people that includes a Garrettsville Garfield. When you're thinking about, we always talk about train like number two, even though you feel like you're number one. You know what I mean? You guys are literally number two in the region. Do you feel a little bit like, hey, we're here, we're where we need to be, and it's attack mode, and you got your eyes feasted on whoever's going to be in front of you? In this case, this week, it's Rootstown.
hmm Um, well, the key is just to not look ahead because you got to get there first. So you got to look week by week and do the little things right all week so you prepare for that. And I feel like this week we've done pretty well of preparing.
All right, so you got the extra day this week. Naturally, you had your last game on a Friday. You get the extra day to rest. After that game, that was a physical game, and I've heard people say that was the hardest hitting team I've ever seen on YSN. What does that do to you? Does that make you feel good? Especially as, I mean, you were in attack mode, man. You were a shark in the water, and there was chum all over the place.
Um, yeah, I feel that gives it's like it brings a lot of emotion, if you know what I mean. To like get that credit or get that recognition, that's a big, big factor, and that's what's gonna get us like where we need to go.
Where do you guys want to go?
Um, you obviously know where we want to go, but we just gotta take it week by week. Can't be looking ahead. We gotta take one week at a time.
All right, dude. So one of the questions I have for you, and obviously, Mike, I didn't get a chance to ask this, kind of slipped my mind, but I'll ask you. Wrestling and football. How much does one help the other?
I feel like wrestling helps a lot with football because it makes you get low, wrap and tackle like you're shooting like a double leg or something like that. And then at the same time, football can get you prepared for wrestling, having like that mental state and having that. Well, it could go both ways. Wrestling can get you mentally for football, and football can get you mentally for wrestling. But football gives you that physicality and like the always going physical, like just hitting, like not hitting people, but like just being physical with your opponent.
All right. Obviously, you love being a Raider. It means a lot to you to put on the burgundy and gold, no matter what season it is. To you, when you put that burgundy and gold on, when you say you're a South Range Raider, what does that mean to Logan Cormel?
It means a lot, and um, I know I came here in fifth grade, so I mean I've been here for a little while, and I don't know. It's just like it's something that I'm passionate about, and that I'm always looking forward to putting on that burgundy and gold and going out there and battling out with other teams and my brothers.
This team, this 2021 team has been very special. It's like everybody knew that this year was the year of South Range. You guys have not let anybody down at all, and I don't see that happening in the future, no matter what the outcome of the game. Why is this group of seniors so special?
Because one of the reasons is because we've been together all the way up through middle school, and we really got to get that bond together. And I feel like we're like a band of brothers, and like we're just like always got each other's back. And then like that emotion between us seniors, like reflects onto the younger classmen, the juniors, sophomores, freshmen, and it just reflects, and then they do the same, and that's what makes us a great team.
All right, so I got to quiz you now. I got to quiz you on that band of brothers. So, who is the most physical out of all the seniors on South Range football team?
There, it'd have to be Dylan Dominguez probably.
Dylan is okay.
Yeah,
Who's this?
probably Dylan.
Now, there's a distinct difference here. Physical, and now who's the strongest?
Oh man,
Careful, because they might bench press you.
you're putting me in a bad spot here. Either I can't pick, but like strongest probably either Michael Lally or Jacob Brooks
Okay.
or Connor Jones. Connor Jones is up there. He's gotten real big over a couple of years.
I heard he kind of exploded. I
Yeah.
like hearing that. All right, who is the funniest?
Funny. Oh, definitely either Ethan Zins or Corey Pennick. They're really funny.
Okay. Who's the most serious?
Serious. Um, Probably Dylan Dominguez.
Who is
Probably
the
again.
who is the best fashion sense out of all of you guys?
Um, we're Connor Jones probably. Yeah.
Okay, you know the next question. Who has the worst fashion sense out of all you guys?
Ooh, probably Barin Loss. He just wears what he wears and goes out there.
Who can eat the most?
You eat the most, Michael Lally.
Lally?
Yeah.
Who have you never seen eat? Like you go
I've never-
places and they just don't eat.
Ooh, probably Corey Pennick.
Biggest ladies man out of the group.
Ooh, um, I'm gonna have to give it to Corey Pennick again, probably.
All
That's
right.
probably I'm probably treading some water I shouldn't be in, but
Pennick's cleaning up the Dundies here, man. Pennick is cleaning up the Dundies. I like it. Who watches the most TV?
watching most TV. Um, I don't know, probably Dom Tuno. I don't
Who
know.
watches the most huddle?
Huddle. Either Dylan or Corey. 100%. Dylan or Corey.
Who
They're always
watches
watching film.
who watches the least amount of huddle?
Ooh. Um. Barin or Dom maybe. Not
All
sure.
right. I can respect that. All right, we'll get off of that before I get you in trouble. When you look at role models off the floor, off the turf, obviously, who are your role models for your life?
My role models are probably my mom and my dad because they've they've basically made me who I am. They pushed me to like not the breaking point, but like to a breaking point, and then I had to break through that breaking point. And they've always wanted the best what's for me, and I wanted to like grow up to be like them and have that attitude, like you can like never say you can't do anything because if you push yourself past a breaking point, you can always do it.
Oh man, that's awesome. I love when kids say that their parents are the role models. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to them. All right, man, we gotta ask you, Steelers Browns this weekend. I know you're a Steeler fan, right?
Yeah.
How confident you feeling in the boys?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, it's gonna be a big week at my house because my dad's a Browns fan,
I saw that.
so it's gonna be a real rough week at the house. But I have faith in the Steelers. I mean, they could probably get a dub.
I love it. All right, buddy. Last question I have for you. When you look at how special this South Range football team can be, you guys entering week 11, you're looking to get to week 16 and do some damage there as well. How special is this team?
It's really special. I mean, it's really special to me because you can tell everybody cares and everybody wants to get far. But it's the amount of respect that we have for each other, and that's what makes our team really great because everybody respects everybody. And like when somebody's down, everybody tries to pick somebody up, or like it's just like I said, we're a band of brothers. Like we never like talk crap on each other, or we don't do like things that like hurt each other or whatever. We're always together and we always have that bond. Like it's a special bond.
One of my favorite guys to watch on the field and one of my favorite guys to grow off the field. A gentleman and a scholar in every sense of the word. He is Logan Cormel. Our player profile here for South Range brought to you by our friends at Joe Dickey. LC, we appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving me the interview.